Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to repot my plant that I got about 3 months ago. It said that it was a Ruellia, R-U-E-L-L-I-A, and when I pull that up it doesn't really come up as this plant, so I'm a little confused about what this plant is, and I really didn't know how to take care of it, so I kind of went by trial and error, and I haven't had any problems with it at all. It's doing super well. The only thing is the potting soil is a really fast raining potting soil, and I have to water it a couple weeks, and if I forget it gets real droopy and kind of sad looking. So I'm going to repot it and put it in some new soil. And I wanted to show you today which potting soil I use. I got this at Lowe's, and it's growing plants twice as big, and it is really super good potting soil. Now, it is a well-draining potting soil, but what I have noticed with this soil is when you water it, the water doesn't run through super fast. It kind of sits on the top a minute and then goes in. And I really like that really well, but you have to be careful not to overwater by doing that. So just be really careful using the potting soil not to put too much water in when you water. So I'm going to put it in this pot. Got it at Lowe's. I think it was $3. And I always put gloves on when I'm repotting, just for safety, especially if you have any cuts or anything on your fingers or on your hand. You want to be careful not to get any germs. Germs can live in any kind of soil, especially if the bag has been open and sitting for a while. So you just always want to be really careful when using soil. So I always wear gloves, and I like to use the rubber gloves just because it's just easier if anything is wet. When you use the cloth gloves, they feel wet and they feel too heavy, but you can use those if you want to, just whatever you like. I've got this a little less than halfway full, and let's go ahead and loosen the soil on my plant. This is just one of my favorite plants. If you look at it and you get close to it, you can see that it has kind of a maroon tint to the leaves, and they're kind of a velvety texture. So I don't really miss this one. I tried it and it did okay, but I think it does better without being missed because of the velvet leaves. But it does like a lot of water. Let's see if I can get this out. There we go. All right, did great. Oh yeah, she's ready. See the roots all around the bottom? So she is definitely ready to go into her new home. So I'm gonna put it over here and see if that's about where I want it. I'm gonna add maybe another cup. So I'm gonna sit it back in this pot for just a minute and add just a little bit more. Oh, lost a leaf. I have started buying only plants that I really love, and I saw this one sitting there. Like I said, it's been about 3 months ago, and I thought it was so pretty. And I even asked them about the name of this plant, and they said that's what it is. So if you see it and you know what it is, please let me know, because I'd love to know for sure what it is. I'm just going to bring this back over here and put it back in the middle. I always like to use a cup. It just seems to work so well for me. If you have all the gardening tools, it's probably better, but I just get one of these little small cups and it seems to work fine. So make sure you center it really well. I want to say I paid $15 for this plant. Got it at a local nursery. It's not, it was a personally owned or family owned nursery. It's not one of the bigger ones like Lowe's or Home Depot. But I did get the pot at Lowe's for $3, and these are super good, not very expensive. They're good for when you're stepping up on your pots to get just the next size. These are great to have. Though I will say, try to get them when you need them, and maybe stock them up a little bit when they're in stock, because they go really fast, especially in the spring and summer, because everybody's, you know, doing all of their repotting. you need to put your plant over, just scoot it over a little bit. Still need some more soil. You don't have to pack it real tight, but I like to pack it enough where it balances the plant, holds it up good, and so the plant doesn't have any problems chipping over or growing sideways. Wow, I think I'm going to really like how this is going to turn out. I have this one sitting in a south window because I wasn't really sure about what kind of lighting it needed. I wasn't sure about what kind of water it needed. It was all trial and error, and I water my plants just once a week, and I really didn't want anything that I had to take care of any more than that because I knew I would forget, so I water my plants every Sunday. So what started happening is I noticed when I went in to check this one, it was sitting super droopy, really, really bad droopy, and I knew it had to be the potting soil. And so I think it might be a little difficult to overwater this one. I mean, you can overwater anything, but I think this might be a really good plant to have because I have found that taking care of it is not that difficult at all. I will do a full video on how to take care of it. I haven't done it because I didn't know what it was, but I just decided going to as soon as I can find out the exact name. So if anyone out there knows the exact name of this, please let me know, and I will be glad to do a video on it. And even if I don't, I can still do a video on it and tell you how to take care of it. I just figured it out. Okay, there's how it looks, and I'm going to give it some water here in a minute. That's how it looks in its new pot. And now I wanted to show you this. They were having a sale out at Lowe's. Check out this pot. It's so pretty, and I only paid $10 for it. So they have clearance out there right now, and it would be a really good time to go. This is July, what is today's date? The 11th, I think. So this would be a great time to go out there and pick up the new pots. Let's go ahead and put it in there and see how it's going to look. And I think it fits perfect. So be sure when you're getting a new pot like this, be sure and measure what kind of pot you're going to need to fit so that it fits perfect. And that's what I did. When I bought this, the inside pot, like I said, I bought it at Lowe's, and then I took it over to the pot that I wanted to get, and I tried it to make sure it was going to fit, and I love the way it fit, and I thought it was the perfect size. I love the turquoise. I have a lot of turquoise in my home, so I decided to get this one, and it was only $10, which was a really good price. And what I'm going to start doing is putting all of my plants in really pretty decorative pots. So this was my start. Okay guys, here you go. That's how it turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. I hope you liked today's video. If you're new here, be sure and subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. Hit the thumbs up if you liked today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.